Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you. Excuse me. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me here. Running a little late today on this simply beautiful Tuesday here. Anyway, and that's sarcasm if you don't recognize it. It is miserable outside this afternoon, and but I appreciate you. Again, sorry for being late today. But if you want to follow along, we'll be in Acts chapter 19, verse number 9. And here's what we read. And the Lord said to Paul one night in a vision, "Do not be afraid, but go on speaking and do not be silent. For I am with you, and no one will attack you to harm you. For I have many in this city who are my people." This is a great word. It really is. There's a lot that probably could be said about this verse, but my main focus today are on those four words: do not be afraid. Even the great apostle Paul at times apparently was discouraged and needed a boost, needed a word from God. So it just reminds us that, again, that Paul was human, that he was just a man, flesh and blood. He needed the encouragement from the Lord. And again, what just a wonderful lesson for you and I. That sometimes we just need to hear from God. Sometimes we need to get alone with God. Paul got discouraged. Sometimes I just left a gathering of pastors who we were sitting around a table and just being an encouragement for each other, and that was where the discussion headed. Was the fact that pastors they're just human too. They need encouragement. They need rest. They need a break. They need the same things that everybody else does. And Paul, again, was a man who needed encouragement. We know Paul's been threatened. He's been imprisoned. I don't know. He's been threatened in practically every city he's ever been in. Been in some of the finer prisons in the region. Had fallen out with his friend Barnabas. Been beaten. Just all kinds of things that have happened to Paul. And so he needed to hear from God that I'm with you. I'm taking care of you. And we need to hear that. We need to know that as well. Somebody, watching, listening today, maybe right where you are. You may need to hear that as well, that God sees you, He takes care of you. You don't have to be afraid, that the Lord is on your side. And what a great promise to follow. Do not be afraid. Why should He not be afraid? If you're like me, I would have responded probably when God said to me, "Do not be afraid." I'd have been like, "Why not?" Have you seen? Have you heard what's going on? Well, the Lord answers that question before Paul can answer it. He says, "For I am with you." Paul, you're not alone. Paul, I'm with you. I will. I'm going to take care of you. I've got people who will take care of you. I've got people who are going to look after you. And so you don't have to be afraid. And we're going to be brief this afternoon because there's really nothing else to say. That's what you and I, if you don't need to hear that today, be prepared. You may need it tomorrow. That if you're a child of God, you don't have to be afraid. He is with you. Keep that on your mind today. You have a good one. We'll see you here. Try to stay dry, and we will see you later.